Good morning. The last day of my photo trip at Glencoe, unfortunately. I parked at the loch. I'm going to put it up on the screen. And my plan is for today just to kind of scouting some location I haven't shot while I was here at around the Glencoe area. And I'm driving home today, so on the way back I'm gonna stop at certain location. I want to check out how it looks like. You know, I just try to go along and go with the weather and shoot some locations, get some compositions and see what comes up. First I tried this viewpoint, including kind of half of the bridge, the cottage and the peaks with a couple of streams coming down, but I'm not really satisfied with it because there are some weed over here which is unfortunately included in the frame. So I'm going to walk a bit further away, or maybe I'm going to try the other side of the bridge and just the cottage, the two patches of pine trees and maybe vertical composition. But that area is much more exposed to the wind, so this might be an issue, but we'll see. So here it is, the famous Glencoe Falls. Not the most photogenic in this state. There is a lot of water in it, but probably in the summer or when there are less water coming through the river Cauldron, then it looks much more appealing, or when it's cold and everything is frozen around the falls. So, but never mind, I'm here now and I'm gonna work what I've got here. This wind is just killing me. It's about 7-8 degrees, but it feels like -5. Came back up here a little bit sheltered from the noise of the waterfall. I took several images, several different compositions. I decided not to go for the big fall, but rather pick little details, and I think it works much better in this situation when there are too much water in the river. And it was lovely actually, because the pink hue still reflected back from the sky to the surface of the water, and it gave the surface a little bit orangey, pinkish hue, which I really liked. I don't even use the polarizer this time, as I wanted to keep those colors on the surface of the water. So I'm going to show the best one now, and I think I'm going to move on from this location. My timing is impeccable. Just another shower has arrived, but I like it. It's really promising. Look at those colors in the Glencoe Valley, and the showers coming and going, and the sun managed to pop out between those. That can create some magical atmosphere. I'm not sure you can hear me, but I was lucky. Before I came to Scotland, I watched a video from a fellow photographer who recommended to come down under the bridge here at Meeting of the Waters, and he was right. There is no wind here. 2, there is no rain, and I got all the view for myself. Wondering what I'm gonna do here. The waterfall itself is beautiful again, but I don't think it looks good on a photograph. There's too much white and too much contrast between the water and the rocks. The bridge above is covering a little bit of the view, so I can't have the snowy peak in the background. I can't include that one, so I don't know. I think I'm gonna go one level further down and try to include the peak, which kind of compensates the whiteness of the waterfall. Actually, I found a crop which I quite like. So the bottom of the bridge is not covering the view, so you can see the snowy peaks on the top right corner, and the water is coming down diagonal. Sorry, the water is coming down diagonally, so I think I'm gonna take this shot and then move down a level below. Now this is a spot where I can include both peaks and the image. I got the wide angle shots in my bag. I tried to pick some details on the waterfall. Just zoom in onto the top of the waterfall and try to pick down that little cascading part in the middle between the two main streams. I'm seeking for a cauldron which I can use to cook my magical potion. Yes, it is at the famous King's House Hotel, and I'm walking now the West Highland way to find the famous little waterfall which is facing toward the Borkjelle peak, and it is called Cauldron. So it's somewhere around here. I just need to get through the boggy areas quite soon, and it's a cliche, I know, but I'm on the way home, and these are easy accessible locations, so why not? I haven't shot any of these locations which I'm shooting today. I can hear it now. It's the mixed noise from the A82 and from the Cauldron waterfall. So I just need to get further a couple of steps and it must be there. Here it is. If you don't know what to look for, just have to look at the path here. It's obviously a well-trodden trail which is used by hundreds and hundreds of photographers. I'm finished here at the Cauldron, and the next shower has also arrived. I think I better turn this direction, otherwise my lens is gonna be full of droplets. So I finished here, and I didn't like the main waterfall, so what I did, I just went further down on the stream a little bit and tried to pick compositions which were not too wide, how can I say, so I mean not the wide part of the water included. So I used my widest lens again. We'll see which one comes out the best, and I think I'm gonna stop here because I like this little boggy puddle over here, so I'm gonna take a shot of this one. I set up my tripod and I looked into the viewfinder, and at the end I decided I'm not gonna go for this shot. The wind is too strong, and it makes it impossible to get a sharp image, and there were a lot of grass there which were moving up and down, and also the water surface wasn't really flat, so I decided to pass this one. Now I'm gonna head back to the car and drive over to the next iconic location. I finished here at Glencoe Valley, I spent 5 days here and I really enjoyed my time. I was also really lucky with the weather. There is only one more location left, which is a bit further away, so I'm going to drive there now, and after that I'm going to head home. Here I am. I arrived at my final location, which is the famous Cauldron castle. The light is nothing fancy, nothing special, although there are some light hitting the mountains in the background, so that might work quite nicely. I'm going to walk down to the shore of the loch and set up my tripod. It's quite calm and tranquil here. I'm alone, only some people doing fishing here and no other photographers at all. So I'm gonna try to shoot from this low viewpoint, which I just recorded with the camera. These two rocks, they look quite nice as acting as a foreground. Ladies and gentlemen, the light has officially arrived. And what a light! Oh my god! It's amazing, coming through the clouds and lighting up the castle and the trees. I framed this shot with these two trees when there is the rock between them, and that's kind of the tree on the right. Its branches is just leaning into the middle of the castle. It looks really appealing, and with this light especially. So I think I'm gonna hang around a little bit longer and get the best out of this beautiful, beautiful light. By the time I moved over to this composition, the light has gone. So it wasn't even 2 minutes, but fingers crossed it's gonna come back. So this time I composed the stream, the two trees on the left, the castle, and the mountains in the background as well. This is it. this was my final location here in Scotland. Again, I got very lucky. I had some really beautiful lights, although the fences around the castle are rather ugly, but the lights were brilliant. So I took some photos from the castle and also some trees and the surrounding areas. So now I pack my stuff, jump into the car and drive home. See you soon.